Sawlani, a high school junior studying in Lagos, Nigeria. I wish to reach out to everyone with my compassionate and motivational talks. My hobbies include listening to music, watching movies, and playing games. I am very approachable and you can always easily connect with me. Today, I am here on the behalf of the Teen Pop magazine. The Teen Pop magazine is the first online magazine for high schoolers that gives young, aspiring journalists the opportunity to share their voice, build their writing portfolio, and receive peer feedback and mentorship in the editorial industry. If you would like to write for them, check their website at theteenpop.com. Today, I am in conversation with a performer and writer, Antonio Liranzo. Antonio grew up in Long Island and moved to the city to pursue his dreams to be an artist. He published his first book on in June this year called Falling Angel, Rising Phoenix. Writing poetry since he was a child, he always dreamed of having his work published for the public to read and feel the emotions he felt. Using his poetry, Antonio has become an advocate for mental health. Antonio has a BA in Communications and Sociology and is obsessed with all things Britney Spears. So, Antonio, talk to us about your writing routine. What's a typical writing day for you?
Yeah, so first I want to say thank you for having me. This is awesome. And yeah, writing routine for me, I would say it's more like a venting session. So for example, like 3 days ago, I just had like all these feelings bottled up and I ended up writing like 20 poems. And now I'm putting it into a third book because right now my second book is pretty much complete, but my third book is about like life lessons. And yeah, so writing for me is just really a therapy session. It's my routine is just playing music that gets me my feelings and looking back and writing it down.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
And what are your favorite genres to write about?
I love romance. I think I'm a hopeless romantic. So for me, it's like writing about love is phenomenal. And then I also like to write about self-growth. Like I really like to see the journey process of a human being, you know?
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
really nice. And
Right?
who has been your favorite writer? And what's your favorite book?
Oh, my, okay. So I have so many. Favorite writer has to be Adam Silvera. I love his novels. Favorite book right now is the Empath Survival Guide by Judith Orloff because she's an amazing psychiatrist and she made a book that sort of like changed my life about empathy and stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
And which book has made you grow more as a person?
So I have a few. The empathy one, Empath Survival Guide from Judith, definitely taught me who I am even more as an empath. Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, phenomenal book to read. And trying to think if I have like anyone else that likes. Oh, The Subtle Art of Not Giving an F by Mark Manson. That really teaches you to not be afraid of death and to choose what you're mad about and what you're happy about.
Wow, that's really interesting. Even I'll consider
Yeah.
reading sometime.
You should. Honestly, these books are like really like they are life changing. They're very motivational.
I will, surely. How do you deal with writer's block?
Yeah, I hate writer's block. Sucks. I would say music definitely because if I know I need to write something, I have to play a song then that's gonna get me in that feel. Like say you're having like a really good day, but like in your body or you just know that you want to write like a sad poem or like something about love or heartbreak. I really have to like space out and get music to get me in that like realm.
Oh, I agree. Music is always the best therapy.
Right? Literally.
Yeah. So for you, what makes a great story?
Ooh, okay. I think the great start for me is like the climax. Like, I love when you're reading something, right? And you're rooting for like, say, this couple to get back together or date. And the author is taking you like 100 pages in where you think they're about to break up or fight. And then I like the underdog story. So for me, that makes a good story. It's that happy ending of all those obstacles the person overcame.
Oh, I'm sure we all love that too.
Right? Underdog stories, it's so special.
Yeah, it is. And how do you take criticism? Criticism, sorry.
Yeah. So at first, criticism used to scare me because I am very sensitive. So I would take constructive criticism as like more an attack. Um, but I'm learning as long as it's constructive and it's good feedback, I'm learning from it. But if it's negative, because you know how people are, some people are just gonna want to like hate for no reason. I learned that, maybe those people have to heal and maybe they're just being negative because they're projecting it. So I've learned to not get bothered by it. But if it's constructive, definitely take it, especially if it's like another author or artist. I totally take their opinion now.
Okay, that's a really positive approach. So,
Right? You have to though, right? Because like feedback can be
yeah,
negative.
always be positive. I agree.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you have already published a book, Falling Angel, Rising Phoenix. So, what can you tell us about
Yes.
the book? Like, what is it about?
Yeah, so my book is broken into two parts. It's Falling Angel and Rising Phoenix, and the first part is when I saw myself crashing and burning, and the second part is me picking up myself and rising. And pretty much, I had a moment last year where I started to lose who I was, and I think I was getting into situations like partying or things that like were not me, and just to fit in. And I sort of like just broke down and self-sabotage. So it's for anyone that's reading it. It's about anxiety, self-sabotage, and just learning that sometimes you may lose a battle, but to keep growing, keep fighting.
Wow, lovely. What has been your best piece of writing advice?
Ooh, a best piece of writing advice. So I would say for that one, I mean, like a little note because it's more like a feedback that I've had. I've had people reach out to me and tell me that what I'm doing is motivating them to get therapy, and it's motivating them to be brave, and it's also motivating them to write because some people are scared to independently publish like I did. So I think for me, it's more the feedback that I'm getting, where it's like it's actually helping me know that I'm doing something good in this world, and it's motivating me to write.
That's awesome.
It's good to give back. I'm glad that some people are like actually reaching out to me and like thanking me.
Yeah, it really is awesome in that way. So, Antonio,
Yeah.
are you ready for some rapid fire questions?
Here we go. Okay.
Okay, here we go. So, favorite short story?
What is it? Oh, short story. The Most Dangerous Game by Richard Connell.
Okay. And if you weren't a writer, what do you think you'd be?
Performer for sure. I love both, and I don't see myself doing any other thing.
Okay. The most unique thing about your writing style?
It's raw, it's free form, and it's like no F's given. I think it's just really real. Yeah.
Okay, cool. And the best thing about writing?
Best thing about writing is venting. It is therapeutic and it's expressive. I love expressing myself through it.
Okay. And what is the best thing about the writing style or books of the following writers? First one is J.K.
Ooh.
Rowling.
I like that she is, I would say, narrative and complex, like very descriptive with Harry Potter. And at the same time, it's just that narrative approach.
Okay. Next up, we have William Shakespeare.
I like his puns and imagery, like Midsummer Night Dream. I really love the whole like fantasy telling. So, and he's very pun intended. Yes.
Okay. And how about Charles Dickens?
One thing about Charles Dickens is like he uses a lot of metaphors, which is really nice. Like he'll like let you like two sentences will sort of say similar words but have a different meaning. So and it's also very detailed and expressive. So I'll give him that as well.
Okay. Thank you so much for joining us, Antonio. It was a great pleasure having you
Thank
on board.
you.
Yeah,
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
sure. And if you would like to know more about Antonio, his book, or his journey, stay tuned with the Teen Pop magazine. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.